Hey guys, it's Kira here. Welcome back to the Subtl YouTube channel. Today we're going over the top concealer mistakes that people make and how to fix them. Now, I feel like I have improved my concealer game so much over the past year especially, and the Subtl Beauty concealer is a huge part to thank in that. So we're gonna go over the list. Some are just common tips that I've seen, from makeup artists on TikTok, and then some are just mistakes that I used to make and I feel like things look a lot better, last a lot longer now that I've made these little tweaks. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so the first mistake that you might be making with concealer is not preparing your skin properly, and usually that comes down to moisturizing. So actually a big part of that is starting from the inside out, so drinking enough water. That can be a huge game changer for your skin. Sleeping on a silk pillowcase can make a really big difference, and then obviously just having a high quality skincare routine that you do every single night when you do your skincare, not letting it sit for a long time in between steps, but really applying it all in a row that locks in the moisture. Again, lessons learned from a girl that lives in the desert, okay? But having a nice hydrated base is so important. And then I also like to do a sunscreen as a base. Oh, and then also when you apply your moisturizer in the morning and your sunscreen, I personally like to let it sit for at least 15 minutes. If you just apply moisturizer, sunscreen, concealer all at once, I think it tends to melt off and not just sit as well. You kind of need to let your moisturizer sit for a little bit. Okay, now as we go through the rest of them, I'm gonna start applying. So this is in the shade 4N. And the first mistake I'm gonna personally speak on, I think, is using a liquid or traditional concealer instead of cream. Using a cream concealer like this has truly changed my life, because I would used to try to use a typical concealer and I would try to spot conceal, because as you guys can see, I have so many red marks, and basically I couldn't spot conceal. It always looked patchy, and so that's when I would wear a full foundation, because I just thought I have to wear a full foundation to cover things up. But as you guys will see as I'm applying this, you don't have to use a full foundation when it comes to a cream concealer and a concealer that's actually a really good shade match for you. As you can see, I can just kind of spot conceal where I need it, and it blends in so nicely. So if you're not sure what your right shade is, you can go to subtlbeauty.com. There's a quiz that you can fill out. You can enter in your current concealer, your current foundation, and they will shade match you. And then you can also make returns if it ends up not being the right shade. This is a little dark for me, but I personally like adding some color to my face. I'm kind of in between 3N and 4N, but this one is 4N. Okay, the next mistake, especially if you're maybe in my age range, which is I just turned 30. Yes, millennials, I'm speaking to you. We grew up in the 2016 makeup era, where what people were doing, and I'll pop a photo up to show you, was a huge triangle underneath the eyes in a really light concealer. And what that was supposed to do was lighten and brighten the eye, but instead it just ends up looking really cakey in my opinion. So I actually don't think going super light underneath the eyes does you any favors. I think it actually makes things worse. And as you can see, this 4N is a little tanner than my actual skin tone. And personally, I found that this looks best underneath my eyes. And when I use too bright of a concealer, I just think it makes it look obvious and cakey and not good. If your goal is to brighten the eyes though, you could take a little bit of a lighter concealer and just pop it into the corners only, and that can definitely help. But personally, I've lately just been liking using the 4N, which is my shade, if not even just a teensy bit darker. Now, the next mistake with concealer is in spot concealing blemishes, okay? There's several things you can do here. As you can see, I have two right now. I really like using this stippling brush, but when it comes to my active acne, I will usually not use the stippling brush. One, because of germs, I don't want to spread the acne to other places, or if I use it on there, I will just make sure to wash it for the next use. But two, I think you're getting better coverage when you use your fingers. So let me show you. First, I'm gonna go in with the 3N, and I'll get some just on the finger, and I'll basically just apply it almost like a stamp, okay? and I'm gonna let it like sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna apply just like a little bit, different finger, because you don't want to cross-contaminate with acne. And again, I'm gonna stamp it on here, and it's not blended yet. We're gonna let it sit for a little, okay? And especially with cream concealer, because it is so like smooth, hydrating, easy to move around, it really helps to like let it sit and bake for a little so that it really like stays in place throughout the day. Okay, next concealer mistake I think you're probably making is not doing up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover my eyelids. At least for me, I need this because look at how many like under eye veins I have. And when you do that, then I like to go in with shine control powder on top and apply some also just with the stippling brush. And that's just gonna give you a really good base for your eyeshadow to actually stay on. Okay, now our concealer's been sitting for a little, so I'm dabbing just a little bit more on top. And again, you don't want to rub and drag because that will just take it all off. And then you're going to use a different finger to kind of gently pat out around the edges. And you don't want to mess with the actual spot itself because all you'll do is take the product off. See how great that is? Okay, and then now I'm going to finish it off with some shine control powder just to make sure that it's set, and be very gentle with this again because you don't want to lift the product up. Sometimes when I'm done doing my makeup, I will go back again and potentially do one more layer if I feel that it needs it. Okay, and then as you can see with the under eyes, I kind of do a similar thing where I'll go back in kind of at the end after I've done everything and just use my finger to just apply a little bit more. And again, that looked really cakey when I used to use like a typical kind of like liquid in the bottle concealer. And I think since switching to cream, it's just like you can really build it and cover it. And this is just such a good shade match for me. Also, like if I just do concealer under my eyes, it will look really, again, draw more attention to my under eyes. So I think it's great when you take the concealer down the side of your nose and then kind of do, I guess, a triangle in a way, but I'm doing it here instead of here, if that makes sense. All right, and there are my top concealer tips. Now, the final tip I'm gonna say is going in with too much product to start. Again, I think that like with the cream concealer from Subtl, you can really build it, but if you just take a ton to start, it's not going to sit well throughout the day and it's gonna end up looking cakey. So the best thing that you can do is start light and then layer on top of that as you need to and as you go. Here is the final concealer applied. This is obviously not a finished makeup look, but I wanted to just show you guys my concealer tips and tricks and those common mistakes that people tend to make. The beautiful thing too, like again, I live in the desert, it's already getting really hot. Some of my makeup will be melting off, okay? You just can't really avoid it unless you use like those intense setting sprays and stuff, which like I don't want to do because again, that's like gonna cause acne. That's the beauty of the Subtl stack. You can grab this, put it in your car, put it in your bag with you, take it on the go, and then you can quickly like touch up your concealer, touch up your shine control powder, and it will make a world of difference if you just like quickly touch up once or twice throughout the day. Because I think that the reality is we're all living busy lives and like sweating and like doing stuff throughout the day. Like sometimes you just need a touch up, and that's the beauty of the stack. You can throw it in your bag, take it with you on the go, touch up whenever you need to. Your makeup doesn't have to be like perfected at the beginning of the day. You can kind of like add little bits here and there. We all know that feeling when you do your makeup at home and then you get in the car and the lighting is like so good in the car, but it's like bad good because you see all the imperfections and everything. That happens to me all the time, but I have my stack with me so I can just like quickly make those little changes in the better lighting. So that's another reason why I love the stack. All right, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you have any other questions about concealer or any problems that you're running into, and we can help you troubleshoot that. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.